Howdy everyone. Welcome to Tashkent, Uzbekistan. My name is Konstantin and this is Inside Russia YouTube channel where I give you daily updates on current events and things unfolding in Russia. I hope that we have a good stream today. I hope there will be no buffering. I tried to tweak technically my router, my computer, so I hope things will be all right. Mods, would you please give me a 5x5 if you can hear and see me well? That'd be fantastic. Mods, I can hear myself on the computer. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. As usual, for the first 30 minutes or so, there will be no comments, so I will deliver my message uninterrupted. And after, I will turn on the live stream chat so we can converse a little bit. I have a new cup. Check this out. Goes along with my teapot. My friends, very personal stream today. As you saw from the name, how to go numb and not to lose myself, yourself, myself, oneself. And that's a very difficult task, so to speak. Shall we? I don't even know where to start. Making myself a little more comfortable. "24th of February, I'm going to remember that date, that day for the rest of my life. My life was changed on the 24th. Although Russia did not have anyone attacking it, I was not drafted to the army, Russian army. I didn't start taking participation in combat or anything like that. But that morning I saw my country bombing Ukraine. Now, I've said it many times, my attitude towards Ukraine, I spent close to a year living and working in Ukraine. I know tons of Ukrainians. My mom is half Ukrainian. Her maiden name is 100% Ukrainian. So I love the country. I find it very similar to Russia, or it was very similar to Russia. I'm very sure that Ukraine will change now, and the attitude towards Russia, Russian language and Russian culture will change, and I think forever, unfortunately. But on that day, I woke up and I couldn't believe it first. I saw some messages in my telephone. I rushed our bedroom is on the second floor. I rushed on the first floor and I turned on TV and Vladimir Putin was addressing me, us, Russians, the voters, the taxpayers, the citizens. He was saying something like, that was a long speech, but the message was, we have started bombing Ukraine and we were forced to do that. Okay, you know what? At that moment, when I saw what was of Russian warplanes flying over and bombing some facilities, at that moment, totally unexpected. No one had expected it. I had not expected it. None of people I know had expected it. It's crazy. It didn't make any sense. It was horrendous, but it was happening. My first action after I saw what I saw, I grabbed the camera, I set it up in front of me, and I made a very emotional video. I basically asked for forgiveness. My friends, my Ukrainian friends, I had to take it down because I was pretty harsh. And at that time, on the 24th of February, I could say anything I wanted pretty much. But few short days later, new laws were introduced in Russia, and I could get 15 years in prison for what I said on that day, on the 24th. I was so emotional that day, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't work. I was just trying to comprehend this horrendous thing happening. And my heart was bleeding. My wife's heart was bleeding. My mom, when I told her, she thought it was a fake, and I asked her to turn on TV and watch Putin addressing. She saw Putin, she saw it was serious, and she started crying. That was the initial reaction of everyone I knew. My colleagues were in absolute shock. My Ukrainian friends, I called Ukraine, they couldn't believe it either. They were in shock. Everyone was just couldn't believe what was happening. And I clearly remember my feelings and emotions within the first few days. Hellish cocktail of sharp pain, anger, disbelief, denial. No depression, because depression happens over time, It was alive. It was moving, pulsating, vibrating, and it was hurting me, okay, physically hurting me. I started doing the live streams. What I'm doing right now is the continuation of what I started on the 24th. I had a need to speak up. I had an urge to stand up, raise my head, and deliver a message to the rest of the world. Hey, it's not us, it's not regular people. It's the government. Vladimir Putin himself said that he was forced. He made the decision, So it's not us. And I made myself a promise that for the rest of time, while there is still this event happening, I will continue to show up every day, every night, and deliver a message. So far, I missed 3 times, and I just physically could not do live streams. For the first couple weeks, I was very emotional, and you remember, the ones who saw my live streams back then, you remember me. It was very tough, very tough. But it was sharp pain. I was in Rostov-on-Don in the south of Russia, and I covered numerous things. I covered news. I covered what Russian government was reporting from the TV officially. I asked questions the Russian government, my questions. I tried to use logic, common sense, and so forth. But every single day, inside here, inside my heart, inside my soul, there was a sharp pain. My heart was bleeding, okay? It was so bad to the point sometimes tears would just be ready to get out of my eyes, okay? We moved to Moscow. I think it was on the 2nd or 3rd of March. Anyway, early March. And in Moscow, I call it stage number 2, because before it was stage number 1, sharp pain, shock, denial, this horror inside. And then in Moscow, about 10 days into this event, we started getting used to this, waking up. And before, I would wake up and I was thinking for a few seconds, oh man, I had a bad dream, Then all of a sudden, 5-6 seconds, I would be like, oh shit, it's not a dream, it's happening. And then I would wake up, I would open my eyes, I would realize it's not a bad dream. And I would grab my phone, and I was afraid to look at news, because the news were coming one worse than another. Well, when we came to Moscow, I started getting used to this situation. That's really, you can't get used to what's going on in Ukraine. Really, you can't. One bad news after another. I started getting to the bad news of Western companies and Western governments hitting Russia with sanctions. Okay, after a while, it was shocking to see a sanction, a horrific sanction after another horrific sanction, like action after action after action. But after a while, we started getting used to it. Okay, and stage number 2, I made a video. I actually went outside in Moscow and I started recording what I was thinking at the time. It's called how this event is changing my life and affecting me. And I was saying that I was absolutely sincere. I was just speaking whatever was in my mind and in my heart. And I was saying that I was feeling dull pain. It was, the depression was setting in. I started understanding that nothing good will come in the future for my country. And that's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. Every single day I got news from Ukraine. I understood what was happening there, and it's a worst feeling you can ever get, knowing that my friends are stuck in Kiev and there's a combat going on and they're in grave danger. Kharkov, I don't have any friends in Mariupol, but Kharkov, Kiev, Zaporozhye, Odessa, and the news were coming not good. Okay, that was absolutely horrendous. So, what was that? So, depression. I would say that this dull feeling, not feeling, but there's a cocktail of bad feelings, anger. I wouldn't say I've been afraid too much. It's just extremely sad. There's a sorrow. And every time that news came in that so many people were killed, it's crazy. It's so bad. The thing is, the sharp pain, the active, very massive bleeding in my heart, it was replaced by dull pain. It was not as sharp anymore, but constant. Okay, and I couldn't take my mind off that. For about 2 weeks, I couldn't, like every single second, literally every single second, I would think about it. In the very first time that I understood that I was just about to go crazy, I asked Natasha for just to get out of the house, just me and her, and we went to brisket, Texan brisket restaurant, and we made a decision to forget about, everything for 2 hours and have a live stream, and that was the first time we could relax a little bit. I felt bad afterwards for, for relaxing. But I felt guilty. But anyway, it happened. Then some things happened and I had to leave Russia for Uzbekistan. And it was about 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks already. Wow. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. And once I got here, I started unwinding a little bit, because Moscow and Rostov, Russia, is nothing but a pressure cooker right now, okay? And it's affecting people. Just being there you can feel this heavy energy and it's affecting you, okay? I got to Tashkent, things were absolutely different here. They've been fine. Spring, warm, people just doing their own thing, their own business. um, lightness in the air, okay? I started feeling better immediately. And the only problem I'm having here in Tashkent is I have guilt for feeling better. I feel there that I shouldn't be feeling better because in Ukraine, what happening is still happening, okay? And everything kind of changed few days ago when another even more horrific event happened. And I'm not gonna name it, but I think you all understand what I mean. I'm not going to discuss it. I simply still don't understand how people can be so cruel. And I understand how it's possible in the first place these days, you know? And that when stage number 3, I call it my personal stage number 3, started happening, my heart stopped bleeding. The dull pain kind of went away, and it's been replaced by numbness. I feel like all has dried out there inside, you know. The heart was giving me feedback for all these 40 days. Every time I would think of something, you know, it would be my heart that would give me reaction. Now I feel like my heart is numb. I had a feeling like this for one event in my life. It was a tragic event, and it lasted for quite a while. I felt like, you know, we have a garden inside of our hearts, inside of every single person, every single one of us has a garden. And the garden is different. It consists of different trees, grass, you know, bushes, but it's watered with love. The more love you have, the more of a garden you have. Some people have blossoming inside of heart all the time, you know. And sometimes something happens and everything dries up. And it starts feeling like desert inside, okay? And this is the best I can explain. I don't know how to explain it better. But a few days ago, I started feeling this happening to me again for the second time in my life. Granted, nothing affected me personally, like none of my friends died in Ukraine, none of my relatives has been involved into this event, nothing like that. But the sheer size, the sheer tragedy, the sheer horrificness, I don't know, horror of the situation has affected my heart quite a bit, and it's numb. It's dried up again. The last event, it lasted for a few months, hopefully not like, luckily not for too long, you know. But I understand how some other people might feel, because I guess I'm not unique in this. It affects other people as well. And there have been so many people messaging me with something similar, you know, sharing how they are feeling. I don't know how long it's going to last inside of my heart. It's not completely dry. I still have feelings for my family, my wife, my kids, and so forth. But I understand the tragedy and the events with my common sense and my head and my brain. But heart, it's kind of like it's shut down itself. Okay, it doesn't want to react anymore. I don't understand what this is about. It really scares me. And in this, when I turn on the comments, I want you to share if you ever felt anything like this, or perhaps you know what it is inside of me right now, and perhaps you can give me advice what to do, because At this point, I don't know. It's very nice here in Uzbekistan. It's spring. I'm surrounded by good people. Food is great. I haven't been eating meat for a few days. I feel really good. I've lost, I would say, from 6 to 10 pounds already. Eating really healthy, fruits and veggies a lot. I still have a job. That's a good thing. Our job has been cut to 3 or 4 days a week, but we still have the job. Okay, that's promising. Everything is kind of fine, except for my wife and my kids are not with me. I miss them crazily. But I have what I have. I still have connection with God. It has nothing to do with God, okay? That's just same thing. I pray and I feel when I address Him, and then He speaks back to me through feelings. But other than that, the heart is kind of has gone numb. You know, it was really, really scary the first time it happened, a long time ago. It was much worse, actually. It was scary because I didn't know what to do at the time, and sometimes I would think that it would last forever. It didn't. It lasted for quite some time. This time I'm not so scared. I know that it's probably gonna, how do I say that? Someone's gonna water it down inside with love, and then the garden will grow again. But right now it's not there. It's like a desert, cracks in the ground. The ground is so dry. You know what I mean? And it's pretty sad. Of course, it has something to do with this trauma and shock that I have received. I've taken it very personally and very deeply. It has affected me by a great deal, and it's probably, I'm guessing, has something to do with the feelings trying to protect my body, or I don't know, heart or soul or whatever. That's a like defense mechanism. If you know what it is, please let me know in the comments. But this is what I want to tell you. Have a couple updates. This is my message. Basically, not even a message, but this is a personal story. Couple things I want you to tell me in the comments. First of all, have you ever experienced anything like this? Okay, I would just want to know how many people. Am I in a position of like someone unique, or is just, you know, like many people have had it in their lives? And then second, if you know what to do, please share, because I would like get back to me normal again. I don't want my heart to go numb and stay numb, you know. That's just not. So please do. So that's been my personal story, and one news update. News, bad news, keep on coming, and they don't come like one news a day. They come by the hour, like a bad news every hour or so. And one of the worst news in the last days that I've heard is Russia has been kicked out of UN Human Rights Council. How bad is that? Just I don't know what to say. But guess what? The Russian government, the Russian officials, oh, have they gotten really aggressive about that? They have started throwing a fit. Russian diplomats, and guess what they're telling us? This is a good one. If you are standing up somewhere, you'd better sit down. Otherwise, you'd fall down. They're telling us in the news that Russia decided to leave United Nations Human Rights Council. Russia's choice. It decided to self-suspend its participation because Russian officials feel that this Human Rights Council has been hijacked by a few countries and used as a political tool. It doesn't matter that over 90 countries voted for Russia to be kicked out. It doesn't matter, it's just over 90 countries. It doesn't matter. Russia has left on its own, okay? How cute is that? Many people were saying, how can you say that you are ashamed to be Russian? My friends, never have I said that I'm ashamed to be Russian. What I've said is, recently, there have been quite a few actions that my country has done, the government, the officials, that I am ashamed of. Not being Russian, but the actions that have been done in name of my country. That's what really makes me ashamed. If you want to troll, if you want to, say something nasty about Russia being kicked out of a Human Rights Council, to me it's a big deal. It shows that Russia is we're near the stage where we're completely canceled. Completely canceled, okay? The most sanctioned country in the world. It's a big deal. It really touches me. Again, it touches my heart. Please don't troll me. Do not put any nasty comments. I'm feeling so bad, I cannot feel any worse. Okay? I know what's happened. I realize the consequences. I realize the effect that it has on Russia. Not only we are becoming a pariah state, we're there. We're just becoming worse and worse, Please don't troll. It's bad enough. I'm gonna turn on the super chats, super live streams, super duper communications. You don't have to super chat, by the way. That's not necessarily. Just write something nice, comment something nice. Support would be nice. And please share your personal experience with, if you ever had this feeling of heart going numb, and if you ever have, if you know what to do, that would really appreciate. And just words of support would also be appreciated. Like an hour ago, I just turned the 50,000th subscriber. Just subscribe to the channel. Does not make me happy. Because there are so many people who are attracted to the live streams that I've been doing, just to get the information from Russia about these tragic events. I would rather remain walking around Moscow, showing you wonderful places, Gorky Park, Moscow City, the embankment and all the places I enjoy very much. And I'd rather have 60 people in the live stream and that's it, rather than 50,000 subscribers and couple thousand people coming every night to hear what I say about these tragic events, okay? But hey, what's happened, happened. And you know what? I will continue showing up and I'll continue to be there every single day. So thank you. Again, no super chats needed. Just give me, good words, prayers. We will pray at the end. But you know what? I feel like today I need to be led in prayer rather than to lead. Well, anyway, this is me in front of the camera, and you're listening to me, and then I'm gonna pray. Let me turn on the super chats. Super chats, chat, live stream chats. Again, guys, please do not send me super chats today. There's no need of that. How do I turn it on? There you go. Please keep this live stream clean. Again, please don't troll, don't say anything bad, because it's bad enough. I know everything that's what's going on outside of Russia. You cannot possibly inform me of any news, you know. I already received so many messages in emails with that stuff. Yeah, I'm asking no super chats in this super chat, $1. Thank you. Thank you, appreciate it. Rachel Mosher, welcome to Inside Russia. Thanks for becoming a sponsor. My mods are fantastic. Thank you for showing up again. Lorna, Mommy, Robert Bates, Pinball, Harry Potman, Julie F, Bob S, and Yarn Prepper. Thank you, you are fantastic. Mickey DJ1, is your family with you? Well, in my heart they are. They're in Moscow, they're safe. I am in Tashkent due to some circumstances, but soon we will reunite. I'm not too worried about that, you know. Yarn Prepper, just made lasagna for you. When will you be here? Let me catch a cab, and I think in about 4.5 hours, you know, I'll show up. Roger Dable, thanks for 10 pounds. Much appreciated. You know, I was feeling okay this morning, and I was even feeling okay during the live stream. Early I did a test live stream, but all of a sudden it hit me, this numbness. I know this feeling, I heard this music before, you know. All of a sudden, boom. Just hang tight, things will get better. I know, thank you. That's a great advice, Jen 417. Lectics. Worldwide people feel sick and helpless since the 24th. Imagine how I'm feeling, because my country is the cause. Not a good feeling. David Joseph, thanks for €5. We're watching from the side of Iron Curtain, feel the same. Powerless and helpless to stop what's really a stupidity. Yep. David, yep. Exactly. Powerless to stop. You know, I pray and pray and pray, and you join me. Hope one day news all over, not just Russian news, but Ukrainian news and American news, they're closing to reach the peace agreement, and then all of a sudden, boom, The good news is it seems like the Russian troops have decreased military activity around Kiev, and they have left areas around Kiev. That's what Russian general said on the March 29th, I'm sorry, that they were going to do. And I saw Zelensky coming to places near Kiev, and they were Russian troops free. Okay, so there's no fighting, no combat. That's a good news. That's a good thing. But there's no peace treaty yet. I think they're just teasing us. They're saying, "Oh, we're nearing the peace treaty," and then boom, nothing happens. TJ wants new bands. Hey, I like the name. TJ wants new bands. I like new bands too. $5 Canadian. Thank you. Benz is a good car. Another casual observer, $10. Virtual hug from bro, Roland and sister Pam. Peace to you, bro Constantine. Brother Roland, brother Constantine. Thank you so much. Another casual observer. Thank you. Thanks for the hugs and the message, and super chats are appreciated as well. Guys, you don't have to. I mean, I've been accused so many times lately that I do live streams for super chats. Sometimes I feel like shutting off completely. Unfortunately, if shut off the comments, then I don't see any, I shut off the, I shut off the super chats, possibility of people doing super chats, then I shut off the possibility of people commenting. And commenting, reading your comments, and it doesn't really matter. It's just a regular comment or super chat comment. It's very therapeutic. Okay, so I'm really hurt by this. A few people say no, he just collects super chats, sits there, and that's it. Welcome to Inside Russia sponsorship. The Fin Fan. Thank you so much. Beth M saying you're doing the right thing by expressing yourself. Beth, you see, I'm not really expressing myself. I'm just feeling lost. That's what it is. More like that. William Pegg, your strength should be an inspiration to all of us. William, what strength? Not feeling strong at all, at least right now. I hope and pray that things will change tomorrow, day after tomorrow, but so far it's pretty tough. Your streams are the best. Thank you. Love from Chicago. Jack G. Jack, could you please tell me why you think they're the best? What do you like about them? Could you please put it in caps? Mods, if I miss, could you please somehow attract my attention to that? Super chats are coming. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the money because money gives me confidence. Confidence that tomorrow, next week, next month, next 6 months, I'll be all right feeding my family. I'll be all right, doing well. But it's not about the super chats. So I want to make it very clear. Thanks for the messages and thanks for the support. Kenny Long, $25. I have recently experienced the numbness you describe. Wow. I have recently experienced the numbness you describe. It was with me for over a year. We just celebrated Christmas in April. And seeing the grandbabies and my children really helped me. And I feel like a weight was lifted. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Kenny. You see, perhaps also I'm away from family and also it's influencing me. 2 weeks. I had never been away from Michael for so long. He's 5.5. Perhaps that is not helping me. Perhaps things will change as when I see Natasha and the girls and Mike. But thank you so much for your words. $5 from Leslie Lombard. Read Psalm 142. Let me write it down. Psalm 142. Okay, thank you. When I was numb, so you were numb too, right? I went to my pastor for counseling. Pray for the Holy Spirit to flood your heart. Joy come in the morning. I will. I don't have a pastor for counseling, but I will certainly. My biggest pastor for counseling is inside of my heart. And it's not like I lost connection to God or whatever. It's God is still here. I feel him. You know, I pray and I get answers. But it's really hard to explain. You know, it's numb. But I will do. Thank you so much for advice. Kansas Terry, I think you are usual super chatter. Serial super chatter. $10 because I want to give this to you. Now get some sleep, yes. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You see, when you send money, it's not just about the money, it's the message. Money is the message. It's a huge message because you part with something that you work so hard for. And I'm sure like every single person here is like works hard for the money, you know. Trimorg Cyborg, thanks for 10 pounds, serial super chatter, and you always give good messages. Hi Constantine, I would love to share a pot of tea with you when this is over. Bad things do not last forever. Darkest hour is just before dawn. I think it was your great Prime Minister who said that. Yes, I know that saying very well. Reezy Gray, hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Hey, it's the second one today. Long time no see, yeah. About 6 hours, 7 hours. Stay strong. Lots of people's hearts are opened by your words. Thank you. You're letting people know that there are still Russians with good soul. Quite a few of them, actually. There are many Russians with better souls than mine. Trust me on that. Thank you so much for the message. Your message is rock, by the way. And thanks for the super chats as well. Jolie, $5. Light always defeats darkness. Always stay positive. Much love from the US. Thank you so much. I'm gonna call my kids to Maine after I'm done with this live. Tiffany J. Kim, $5. Hi, found the channel last night. Thank you for your honesty and heartfelt commentary. Thank you for finding my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Melody Angel. You're a true angel, you know that. Daytona Beach, right? $10, Constantine, because he started praying the devil doesn't like it, so he's trying to bring oppression. It's like a heaviness. Pray for this to stop. Well, you pray with me, you know. Pray for me, please. Knopka, that sounds Russian. Polish. Is it Polish? Hey, I am proud of you. You're a good, open-minded person. Love from Poland. That's right, Poland. Thank you so much for the message. And every time I read something from a Polish, a Czech, Hungarian, Estonian, you know, a person from countries that we have had history of bad, can't even say bad relationship, bad history, you know, then it really touches my heart. Thank you so much. love from Russia to you, from Uzbekistan. But you know what? Physically, I'm in Uzbekistan. I showed my apartment in the live stream today, a few hours earlier. You can go and watch it. It's still out there. I did not delete it. So physically, I'm right here, but mentally, my heart feel God is leading you and your messages. Thank you. Thank you so much, Teresa. Hijacks Gaming. Hey, Constantine, just dropping. I feel your pain. You will have my sympathy. Also, if you find, if you and your family ever comes to Bulgaria and need a place to stay and food to eat, I'm at your service. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Amazing. It really touches me. Thank you. Lily May, you'll be different after you get through this numbness. Growth comes from pain. Don't be scared of the change. It might be wonderful. Thank you. Very, very good words. I hope so. Lily, I hope so. Time will tell. It's just hard. El Shekorf, sorry about my feeble attempts to let you know that I love you, your SWR. What's that, SWR? More super chats. Prime time, $7 Canadian. I can't control my impulse to send you super chat. Thank you. You be buying nice things for your wife with my money. You can trust me on that. I definitely. Either two ways. I either will buy her something nice. Well, first of all, I gotta receive the money. Receive them now, since I am a news, but there's also always a chance that, you know, YouTube cuts off Russian people or something like that. So we're very rough waters right now. But granted, if I receive the super chats, then I'll do one of two things. I either buy my wife something, or I give her money so she goes out and buys herself something, because she knows better what to buy and how to satisfy herself. Or perhaps I'll do the both things, you know. Thank you so much, Prime Time. Stay strong, my brother. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice, Bob Marley. Kim, thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Good words. Money is appreciated too. Stein Sound, the serial super chatter, 100 Norwegian krone. You give me hope and keep my soul out of hate. Stay strong and let your golden wings grow. Love from Norway. Thank you so much. Right now they're not growing. Even though I read wonderful words, something's happened, you know. Usually they do. But I hope this feeling doesn't stay long. I promise I will not bother you with this personal things anymore for some time, at least. I will come up with more practical, information-wise live stream tomorrow, because things are happening in Russia, you know. Happen every day now. Hey, there's a Constantine, another Constantine. I do not know if it's a custom amongst the Slavs, but in the Greek church we pray the parclesis or supplicatory canon to the Theotokos through Lent. You know what? I'll look it up. I've never heard this before, but let me write it down. Copy paste. And thank you so much. I have found this prayer. Really, it's numbness. Numbness. Piotr Mlinarz, I'm not sure. Serial super chatter from Poland. My friend, find Psalm 23 when you feel bad. Thank you so much. Will do. Let me copy paste it. $50 super chat from Christopher Law. Thank you so much. Hopefully one day people will get over hating each other. Back to just hating Autodesk for being annoying. That's a good one. Autodesk for being annoying. Thank you. And thanks for the money. Much appreciated. Joe Douglas, your streams are so good because your persona is real and relatable. Well, I am as real as it gets. You know, I sit here in front of you and I speak up what's inside of my heart, and many people that I know, they would never do that, okay? So it's as real as it gets, you know. It feels like listening to one of my family talking. We are the big on the hoodies in New Zealand. Oh, you're from New Zealand. Yeah, that, Joe Douglas. You're the serial super chatter. I remember. Okay. I heard that New Zealand is the most beautiful country in the world. Never been there, but that's the general idea and opinion among many people. Thank you for wonderful words. I like this hoodie. It's a present of my friend Pinball of Pinball Preparedness. He sent it to me from Tennessee, and it was pretty cool. I wear it all the time. A lot of people saying, "Oh, don't you have anything else to wear?" I do, but I sometimes usually stick to one thing that I really like, and I wear it all the time. You are empathetic and feeling the weight of the world. Body is protecting itself. Beth M. You know what? You're right. I am feeling the weight of the world. It's becoming heavier and heavier every single day. When I hear, of some terrible events like a few days ago, it's really hard to explain what kind of weight gets on my shoulders. But I think everyone else is feeling the same way. I'm not unique or anything, It's just I think you're all the same. We're all the same. Denmark, Liv, thank you so much for some money. 150 Danish crowns. We're one love world and we will be united again. Soon people will realize the madness. Thank you for making healing communication possible. You're doing something important. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Denmark. Lorna saying email will not be posted due to hate mail. Lorna, it's okay. If they want the email, you can post it. I don't care. I don't mind. That hate mail doesn't really affect me that much anymore. It's numb. So just go ahead and post it. No problem. What religion are most Russians? Eastern Orthodox. Nancy Sailor Moy, Eastern Orthodox. 5-minute warning. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, I see. Another casual observer. Everyone here feels you, Constantine. Thank you so much. Hey, good news is there's no or very little buffering today, I think I found the problem. That's in the router. It's always in the router, okay? It's crazy. Same thing I had in Russia. I had to buy a new router and then things started getting better. Here, I won't go there, okay? Kim. Are you Kim from ex-California, now Nevada? Kim. Hi, Kostya. How are your wife and kids? Doing really good. Thank you. We speak like 5 times a day with each other, so just we miss each other. Michael calls me up all the time. Couple super chats from Natasha. $20. Is there a place there you can go fishing? No. Uzbekistan is not about fishing. It's very arid. Fishing always helps me find some peace of the soul. It's like being with God, enjoying all He made for us to enjoy. Fishing helps my grandpa cope with hard times. Helped my grandpa. Natasha, thank you so much. No fishing here. You know what helps me? Before every single day before the stream, I go for a walk, about hour to hour and a half. Tashkent is absolutely beautiful these days. It's about 68, 70 degrees at night, 85 during daytime. So I have a t-shirt and I just walk around the city for like hour and a half. And it's like from 9 to 10:30 p.m. So traffic is low, very few people out, everyone's just chilling, very slow. No one rushes here, like no rush. Like in Moscow, people always rushing. There's energy, everyone runs somewhere trying to make money, like for a job, for a meeting. This energy, crazy energy. Here, relaxing. So instead of fishing, I go on walks. Sometimes I go in the morning, but mornings are different. Evening, very therapeutic. I listen to some music. I talk to my wife and kids, and but thanks for good advice. I wish I could go fishing here. I like fishing too, but no such luck. Pat Larson, $15. Great to still have your streams. Pat, you can absolutely rely on me showing up every single day. I made a promise to myself, to you, to God, that I will, as long as I can physically go and do live streaming, I will do so, just to give you updates and news on what is happening with Russia, Russians, the news, everything, answer your questions. I think this is my how do you call it, my contribution to the world. I owe this to everyone. Absolutely appreciate your point of view still. Keep it up on how majority of us are rooting for you and your people. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. Let us pray, says Julie F. Yeah, just give me a couple questions and that's it. A lot of your streams are deleted. Did you take them down or Charlie? I took that down a few streams, the early ones, because I was pretty harsh and new Russian laws can get me in trouble, I could get in trouble for those streams. So I took them down. I took down the video I made right after I learned that Russia started the event, because it was very harsh as well. When is Mador grass in season? May 1st, I believe. So it's the entire month of May and 2 weeks of June. It might be time to try some Mador with real Mador grass. So I become a giant. Okay. Thank you for the perspective inside Russia. The inside Russia perspective. It is much needed, appreciated, because very little comes out of Russia. Now, a side official communication. Daniel, you're German, right? You're from Germany? Let me tell you, there's so little coming officially into Russia. Like, Russian government is not showing us like anything. It's all, what they showing us is, I don't even want to watch, because this is just insult to intelligence many, many times, like in many occasions. I'm just giving you real life, what's going on, that's all. Okay, I think it's time to pray. My friends, again, I keep on doing it every single time. Brian B, thanks for $5. Evil wants you silent, but God wants you to hear. Thank you so much. Dan from Green Bay. This is awesome. Dan, thank you. You showed me how to pray and believe again. That's not me. Trust me. I didn't show you anything. He who is above me, he showed you. He reached to you through me, okay? But that's not me. I'm really glad that it happened. But it's just, you thank him, you don't thank me. And, I'm a mere tool. Fantastic, I think this is just a fantastic news. Brian V, evil wants you silent, but God wants to hear. That's what's in our hearts. Talk to people you trust to ease the burden in your heart. Well, you know what? I just talked to you, all of you. Let me have a little tea. The believers, please join me. And the ones who don't believe, please join me as well. I am asking and begging you. Not going to cost you anything, just a couple minutes of your time. And if you don't believe in God, that's okay. No pressure, I'm not a preacher or anything, but it's just He believes in you. And if you have a little bit of love in your heart, just a little tiny bit, that's enough. That's what really He likes and He appreciates. So let's pray. Dear God, thank you very much for all that you have given us today, for this wonderful day, for food on our tables, for roofs over our heads, for warmth that keep us comfortable, for people that you've surrounded us with, our children, grandchildren, parents, family, colleagues, friends, and just good people. Thank you so much. Please forgive us our sins. Please help people in Ukraine. There is so much pain, anger, tragedy, bad feelings, broken hearts. It almost can be physically felt, and I want you to ease everyone's pain, answer everyone's prayers, Send everyone an angel who will be keeping people out of harm's way. Please help everyone in Ukraine. Send them angels and show your glory on that particular country. Please put common sense into the heads of people who make decisions whether to continue, stop this event, this bloodshed. Please open their hearts and fill them with love, remorse, compassion. Please open their eyes so they see what has been done, and they will be terrified and they will stop this thing. Please stop the bloodshed. Work through people and work your wonders and miracles, please. Help our children grow people that will stop all pain and bad actions in the world, and they will shine with your help, and they will make friends with one another, and they will never fight, and they will make the world the way we have always wanted to become. I also want to ask for people who are having a hard time, who are just like me, having numbness in their hearts, in their souls, who are feeling really, really hard, who are feeling a lot of weight. Please help them. Reach out and touch their hearts and unthaw them, because a lot of people need your help today. Please help my country. Send angels with sharpest swords to Russia to get rid of the demons that have hijacked my country, and send them to hell where they belong, and have angels run Russia and show it a good neighbor, a good family member, a good member of international community, and have it shine again. I would like to mention a few people who need your help. Sharon, Shay, Rafaela From, William Scheffner, Elena, Michael, Jake, Oля, Dasha, Sky, Rebecca Witzman, Melissa Defoe, Asa Banqui, Bas Salmon, Kyle and his wife, Anne Mary B, and Jean-Paul, the kid who is in coma, and his family needs him. Please bring him back out of coma, so he gets well. Please have prayers of these people answered, and wishes of these people come true, become true. Also, please, everyone in this live stream chat, that every person who is praying with me right now, please help them, answer their prayers, and have their wishes, make their wishes come true. Give everyone good health and what they want and what they really, really need. Thank you so much, dear God. Thank you. Amen. Thank you, my friends, for praying. It's been a good stream. Tough one. They're becoming tougher and tougher, Sorry, mods, just a little over, like an hour, 12 minutes. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. I will try to upload a video. I'm making a pretty cool video about... I'm feeling like I am back into the USSR here in Tashkent, because there are so many things in this apartment and around it that remind me of when I was growing up. things haven't changed here. So, and I think that would be interesting for you to actually show them, so you could see how things were in the USSR. I hope to see you tomorrow. Well, I will see you tomorrow. You are awesome and you rock. Mods, thank you so much. And everyone, thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow.